Guys, my name is Mega. Now I will tell you about acid and base. So listen carefully. The word acid comes from the Latin acid, which means sour. Acid are substances or compounds that cause sourness in various materials. Base are substances or compounds that can act with acid, producing a compound called salt. While the base is a substance that can neutralize the acid. Chemically, acid and base are opposite each other. Base properties are generally sound from bitter taste in a slippery. Acid and base are very closely related in our life. In human body, there are also acid-base balance to adapt, keep, and function properly. For example, just like so much acid that can kill the microorganisms found in our food we consume. Likewise, with our daily lifestyle is very often comforted with acid base, such as vinegar, soft drinks, orange acid vinegars. While soap and fritules manufacture material alkaline, some certain animals also defend themselves by producing a base, such as was shipping. Theory of acid and base. The acid and base theory is proposed by some scientific, one of which is Arrhenius theory, which say acid is a property which is a compound which can realize hydrogen ion H+ if dissolved water, while base in a property which is a compound which can realize hydroxide ion or OH- if dissolved in water. The acid-base reaction or neutralizing reaction. Supporting article simple compounds named the last theory is Lowry theory that say acid is a compound that can accepting pairs electron from other compounds, whereas the compounds that can give from free electron pairs to other species or compounds. That acid-base reaction in a reaction of both find between acid and base. Acid and base property. Okay, the property of acid and base. The first one, the properties of acid base are it tastelessly sour or sour, convert or dimming when dissolved in water can produce H+ ion hydrogen and negative chain acid and action ions. The even are distinctly into ion can be written as follow: H+ to be H and A mean. When tested with a blue litmus paper indicator, it can turn the litmus red. Wherever it varies with a red litmus paper indicator, the litmus paper will not change color. An indicator it means to indicate a substance, whether acidic or basic. 2. Properties or basic are bitter taste. It is a acid or can damage the skin. When dissolved in water, may produce OH- ions or hydroxyl ion or metal ions or other negatively charged groups. When the OH- ion is almost entirely realized or its ionization is perfect, it is includes a strong base or it is safe have to low additionally and vice versa. In general, the breakdown even of the base into ion can be written as follow: BOH to be B plus OH- when tested with an indicator in the form of a red litmus, it will change to be color litmus or blue. While with the litmus paper, it will not change the color of litmus paper. Now, the next I will tell you about acid and balance in acid and base. Acid and alkaline balance is present in some living organisms. For example, human, the acid-base balance as human status or hydrogen contained in the body. Normal levels or hydrogen ions in our blood are with pH 7.4. This balance is important for controlling the affinity of hemoglobin against or binding ability, which when acid and alkaline balance disorder in the body, it will disrupt some systems such as respiration as digestion, the state where the concentration of hydrogen ion or pH is too high, called acidosis, stands for Criticus. In this, the concentration of hydrogen ions are too low, pH is called calculaceous. Different acid and base. Different in the taste. The most striking difference between acid and base lies in the taste of both. Sour acid, as the name implies, must have a sour taste, is a trans with a tongue. A simple example is vitamin C that contains absorbed compounds. When you suck in substance, you will definitely feel strong in our sour taste, while alkaline substance generally have in bitter taste. If you do not believe it, put in a little but soap into your tongue, and unbearable bitterness will surely feel instantly. The example of acid and base. Acid can be easily concentrated in every life, in food, drinks, fruit, rainwater, water, even inside our bodies. Based on the original, the acid is grouped into two groups, namely organic acid and mineral acid. Organic acid, different from natural source of plant or animal, are generally weakly acid. Example of organic acid are citric acid contained in citrus fruit, formic acid in present in the bits or sting of ants, and the sting of bush bees, and acetic acid contained in vinegar. Mineral acids are acidic compounds such as hydrochloric acid or gastric acid, contained in the human and animal digestive system. Many mineral acids also use the human to meet daily needs are the generally strongly acid. As with acid, alkaline substance can also be easily contained in every life. From the example is, you can see this. The example, the first one, sodium hydroxide or caustic soda and soda ash, and the potassium hydroxide as solid cleaning raw material such as soap, laundry soap, detergent, bleach, and floor cleaner. Magnesium hydroxide and aluminum hydroxide contained in Granson Biomedical Center. Okay, guys, I think it's enough, and I think you understand what I say about acid and base. Okay, see you.